wanna see how the vet feel. Fiji on my rollie, make her wanna have some for real. Tennis chain, my neck on chill. I ain't had to go get no deal. Last month I spent 100,000 on the closet. I bought the penthouse just to handle. Got the new crib, my fresh out, he kept it solid. 20 bands on me, can't even fit inside the wallet. Town ballin', 13 on me like I was Harden. Yeah, no Richie, might take my ride through the 6. I've been mixing my designers, time flies. I just talk about my lifestyle, I don't ride it. Ever since that jail cell opened up, I let these diamonds hit. Yeah, I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sippin' all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I been riding the phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy being cooked all day, I'm my phantom.
You say you sticking to the script, say that poppin' at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always the wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Zobrist.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Now the pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack. But chalk one up for the offense on that.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The 3-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Zobrist on at first, nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First offering on its way. Ball one.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
High in the air down the right field line. Coughlin is in pursuit, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
0-1, here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. A runner on first with two away. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike two.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. One left for the Cubs. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think this team can rest on its laurels right here. I know they've won 6 out of their last 9 ball games, but they come into this ballpark today, hostile environment. They're going to have to swing the bats early and get it going for the boys.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Chris Coughlin, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
2-2.
Full count now, 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Drive, base hit to right.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His average right at .295 here to start play. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Two and one.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
All even now, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. It is Curtis Granderson. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's gone 3 for 11. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. Granderson, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this: you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Miami. Still no score.
Leading off to the Cubs.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And there to take it in is Granderson for the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense.
The catcher.
And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. No score here as we play inning number 2. Base hit into right center.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And a ball 1-0. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 1-1 to Schwarber.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First offering on its way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And a step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7. Not shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Standing in now, Rosell Herrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. And there's ball 1. Rojas is off at first with 2 away. One and 2, here it comes. 2-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Schwarber, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. We'll move to. Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And there's the first out.
The batter, the second baseman.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist. He reached on a single in his first try. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Albert Almora will be next. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Caleb Smith as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Here's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding in, Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Digging in, Chris Coughlin. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Schwarber has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs. Here's Javier Baez as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
Anderson fields it cleanly. Throw on to first to get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. At the plate, Wilson Contreras, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit to first. Cooper comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro. Stepping in, Starlin Castro. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. First pitch on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he misses there. 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as Castro was retired here for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Granderson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The catcher.
So two are gone now in the Miami fourth. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Adam Conley, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. A bouncer to the left side. Anderson is up with it, and the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
To second for one. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 2-1 home. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he popped him up. Zobrist has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Rosell Herrera. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly. Digging in once again, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Herrera ranging forward. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder.
Striding into the box, Albert Almora, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Austin Bryce, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hit out towards second. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
At first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
In now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Coughlin on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Neil Walker is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Neil Walker.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
In now, Chris Coughlin. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Now in the box, Starlin Castro. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Coughlin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. One and 1. Here it is. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Sergio Romo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And now a pitch on the way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the catcher,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Contreras in front. 2 balls and no strikes. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Here comes Granderson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Time. So striding in, Jorge Alfaro. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Bounce to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Digging in to try it again, Garrett Cooper. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, no balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Lined hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Count is 1-2 now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. The 1-1. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
On the first, and this will remain a tie ball. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The left fielder, Kyle.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 42, David Bodie.
Grounded back up the middle. Rojas gloves it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup with the 0-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ball 2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Louis Brinson is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now,
Danny Valencia will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Danny Valencia.
And he takes ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Had the green light, 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
lifted into the air out towards center field.
Waiting on it is Almora, and he makes the catch for the second out. So
Now
coming
back
to the plate, Chris
the right fielder,
Coughlin.
Chris Coughlin.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. The 1-0. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. The count now at 2-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Brinson will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 42, Louis Brinson.
Santiago Casilla is into the ball game as part of that double switch as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot from the lineup. Danny Valencia will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now a slider down the middle but laid off. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And that misses. 2-2. Fouled away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Lays off. 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bat.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is Granderson. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Well, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Boone Logan takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike 1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get... There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Riding in once again, Starlin Castro. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Hit out towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Up next for the Marlins.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Curtis Granderson. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's got 2 hits in 22 tries. 11 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Schwarber looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Now batting, catcher,
into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Grounder down the line at third. Morrow readies the 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Chicago Cubs came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
Here now is the final line score tonight.